silence of the load is deafening. The microphone works. We're just waiting.
Oh, I am going to break that to say happy birthday to Wise, though. Most definitely. Good to see you there, man. Happy birthday.
And even when you think the load is done, it takes just a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's actually messing with us now, isn't it? I was going to go with the intro, but man, I don't know what is going on here. This is actually taking, I would say, double. Hey guys, and welcome to the Tuesday stream. We are back playing a little bit of Kerbal Space Program. We are, of course, doing a science save at the moment. No, it's not that one. Down below, we got Return to the Olds. Last time, we went to Gilly. It was good fun. We bounced around on the surface. I can't. Did we bring them back, or did we just set the alarm to come home? I don't know. Wise, get on a plane and go retrograde to live your birthday. That's good. An hour and 8 minutes ago. I mean, my birthday tends to go on for about a week, so I think you can do that as well. Alright, hey, let's have a look. Leave for Duna. I also want to see if we've got return from Gilly. Okay, get Eve, science. Okay, we'll do that. We can do that. I should also have science alert. I'm not seeing it down here. There's normally a thing. Okay, we'll be fine with that. We've got 324 days to wait. Let's go and have a look in the what's this? The tracking station over here. We've got orbiting Gilly, new moon also around. So the new moon was the one we were sending. Of course, and then full moon because we got the dark and the light one ready to go at a moment's notice. It is going to take a little bit of time though. Is the solar probe relay really okay? I thought we'd brought you home. Should we have a look and see why this is flying on its way, on its own out here? We got just a few moments to do so. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, the loads are pretty serious today. Okay. Well, I can see why this has been saved. It's a very, very vital piece of our infrastructure. Can I? No, we can't even arm it. Okay, well. That's certainly something. I don't suppose its periapsis is... Oh, you know, shall we? It's going to be in the dark, but I think we can turn up a little bit of ambient light and watch this go into the floor. So the plan today is to go to Duna's moon, Ike. We'll probably talk about the formation of Phobos and Deimos while we're on the way. Crazy little moons that they are. It's very, very unsure how they were made and things like that. Okay, here we go. I'm hoping that this really just slows down incredibly quickly because it's very small, and because it's very small, it's very light. So I'm hoping that means it gets slowed down quickly, but also because it's very small, it has a small cross-sectional area. Turn that on and let's watch the red arrow grow. That's the way forwards. I'm finally watching this on your PC, so I'm able to crank up the graphics as high as they go. Yeah, nice. I'm afraid I only I suppose I could actually think about bumping it up to 1080 at some point. My 720 comes from a time back when my internet was nowhere near as reliable as it is now. Would you believe the internet just gets more and more reliable as time goes on? Where's the... Oh, there are wind effects back there. They're very quiet for me. I don't know how they are for you. You're cheap if that's your comms network. I am cheap, but this is not my comms network. Let's not... Those are not two mutually exclusive situations we can find ourselves in. But we should actually think about some sort of comms network around. I mean, we did leave stuff around Gilly specifically for that situation. Same, I hope, with Ike. We're coming down. The leading theory of how the formation of Phobos and Deimos was that it was originally a conjoined asteroid. They got into a recent disagreement, physical alteration, arguments, and split into 2 moons. I mean, you know what? That is actually one of the theories of how they were made. That they were like there was a moon out there, and then something about the size of Vesta came along and slammed into that moon, and that was the end of the proto moon, and so Phobos and Deimos were born. But I personally don't. I'm not sure I subscribe to that one. There's compositional differences that are hard to explain in thus manners. Let's go to the tracking station, and we're just gonna plow through time, right? Any reason not to just plow through time? Warp to the next. Away we go. This is like 300 odd days. What is this one? That's got to be up in some sort of resonance. There is no way. I reckon it's going around fast enough that each time that there is a frame done, it's just a little bit further on. That's weird. That's weird. I'm about it. It's taking some time. Can we focus on other things whilst we're here? If we look at... Whoa! Look at them go. Small epilepsy warning. My apologies. So that's probably why it's focused like this. But we want to focus on Kerbin. Yeah, interesting. I think that might be a bug. I'm not sure. Hey, Kachufka, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We are ploughing our way through about a Kerbal year. A Kerbal year? No, Kerbin year. So that we can go to Duna. That's happened. Well, we're not going to Duna. We're actually going to Ike. But I am almost certain there will be some Duna science to be done. Alright, the times are ticking down here. Minus 124 for its maneuver, but only 2 days left for the new moon. New moon going to Duna. Full moon already at Eve, or Gilly and Ike, respective. Well, the other way around. Okay, we are crashing out of time warp right here. This is quite nice. I'm going to close down the alarm clock, and we'll join in. Let's have a look and remind ourselves of the crowd. We probably should have done this before I hit the time acceleration. Hello, how's it going? Oh, I got blipped for science alert. I heard it. Did you guys hear it? It was like bloop, bloop, bloop. Somewhere down the bottom. There we go. What can we do? Material stat. I'm not after that. EVA report though. 8 of them. Oh, and it's gone. We must have been over a biome, and just as I clicked it, it was like, nah, just messing with you, fam. Okay, it's not the nicest of you, but it's fine. We'll live. Okay, so stage 5 is the back core. Just reminding myself, it feels like a week shouldn't be that long, but a week can be a long time to forget all manner of things, including how you've got your rockets set up. But I think I can see what's going on here. That one there. And then we got the engines on the outside. Yeah, the fuel line leads in. Brilliant. 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Gus Ming, away you go. Yeah, good luck. Go! There was a bit of a wobble there. Maybe I should have ramped that up a little bit slower. Stage. Oh, I wanted both stages. It turns out I wanted both stages, but no problem. According to Wise, worth note that mentioned that Deimos is known to have an arrest warrant for 6 counts of aggravated assault, 7 counts of public misconduct, and 182 counts of petty theft. I assume that's all the small asteroids it accreted during its formation phase. Got a little bit of a liquids intake right here. Whilst we watch nearly missed it. Nearly missed the sunset. Not quite as impressive as it could be. I've got to be honest with you. I do indeed remember you winning me at nuclear option. Australian Space Research Exploration Department. That's red. I mean, that's all right, fair. I'm like, what does that even? What does it even come down to? Okay, let's watch the orbits here. Looks like we're headed very nicely over to Duna. Okay, yeah. That's cool. Hey, Crusoe, welcome. We are on our way to Duna's sphere of influence. We're really going to go see Ike, but, you know, Duna's there as well, so we might as well mention it. It seems to be the one that everybody knows, and that'll do. That looks coincidental with the prediction, and just a little bit off. Now, what do you reckon? Which way are we gonna have to tweak this? Closest approach. Here we go. Separation 79,000 kilometers, which is, I don't know if you're aware, but that's quite a distance. That is quite a distance. Can we click it up and down to get a nice tight approach? I'm all about it. That's pretty good. Let's now zoom in on Duna, because of course we're trying to get to Ike. We're not trying to get to Duna, so we want to be a little bit more precise than we are being right now. Am I actually going to be able to control my burn to this level of precision? That remains to be seen. I personally am not holding out too much hope here, but if we have a real... we've got an encounter. Oh, that's better than I could have hoped. You know what? We're gonna leave that like that. Let's see if we got solar panels in the sun. No, we're in the darkness. Okay, I think I need to look. I need to look normal. Help me. How do I look normal? Let's go over this way. Okay, I think we're good like this. At this point, I should be able to see the sun somehow. If the sun is like down under the ground, because that's totally how it works. If the sun is down under the ground, then my solar panel is also pointed down towards the ground, and we've got a 129-day burn. Sorry, a burn in 129 days. I think we're going to be bringing our companion home from Gilly before we do that. Ooh, it's a good job I noted this. This is going to get a little, what's the word that I'm looking for? A little alarm heavy. This is like correction. And we'll put that in like that. We'll add that. Okay, we're going to warp to next, but and just like that, it's gone. I was kind of expecting a little bit slower. I don't know why. I pressed the button. Of course it's going to do that. Okay, we are ripping through time, but not as fast as I thought we would. Let's zoom out here. I suppose we could, at this point, swap over to the craft at Gilly. Why is everything going so... no, I'm focused on the wrong thing to begin with, but why is everything actually, like, so slow here? I shouldn't be able to watch time tick down. Hello, how are you doing? We're going to have to try and press that button again, see if that does any better. Okay, that's good. Watching this time here, I know it's a bit hard to see because I put this whole, like, parentheses going on. But I think we're down to 50-odd days. If I click that, let's slow ourselves down. Let's slow ourselves right down in time. Get down to regular time. All right, beautiful. And I'm going to switch my craft. We're going over. Now, last time, we sent another mission out to Gilly. Here they are, around Gilly. Isn't Gilly a beautiful potato? I do love this place. We got Hyas, I think we're going with, on their flight out of here. Just about ready to drop these outside tanks. But we have to try and remember, on our way out, to grab ourselves some extra science from the orbit of Eve. You know what? We've got a scientist on board, right? Yeah, so we can quite easily... I need to clear my throat. I hope you'll excuse me for just 2 seconds. We could quite easily make this observation and then go ahead and reset it. So I'm going to do that. We can do that. Okay, cool. We're going to keep the experiment. We're going to get out. We're going to go for a deep space EVA. Well, it's not a deep space EVA. It's a fairly shallow space EVA. EVA science experiment. Can I do that? Because I don't actually have the thing on board. EVA report, is that what we want? I don't know whether we've had that before, but I'll go. I think that's different. I think that's the one that you put on the ground, right? Did I bring it? Is that something I brought? I didn't think I did. I want the other side of the spacecraft. Let's just go for a little bit of an EVA here. What could possibly go wrong? Let's get my fuel up so that we know how much time we've got. Thankfully, with the power of the jetpack, it's this space is easy. Yo, space is easy. Oh, we were totally going to leave this bit behind in orbit. Well, that's not going to happen now. That's a shame. That's a shame. Collect the data. Restore. We could just leave it in orbit still. Like we had enough fuel on board for this to make it all the way home on its own, right? That was a thing that we set up. Do I take a quick save and check? Do a quick save, do the staging, and see what we're going. It's not the spinning wing nut. No. That would definitely be an interesting thing to try and hold on to. The processor. Do you know that actually works in Kerbal? If you yeah, all right, cool, we got that. If we built something like a T shape and spun it around, it would flip its axis every now and then because it's just a property of motion. It's not anything like weird. Make a save. Let's make a real save. It's not like any weird property of like relativity or anything like that. It's just gyroscopic motion. I don't know what to call this. Enough fuel. I never know whether fuel is EL or LE. It's kind of embarrassing to do it on stream, but there we go. All right, I'm going to pop this here. Okay, we leave all of this behind, but we should have a robot on board if I had actually deployed these. Extend. Okay, that's good. Hopefully, I was totally expecting to have staged by now, but is that enough to actually phone home? That's what I need to know. I don't think it is. That's why I sent the Kerbal. But we've left this piece of equipment in the background to find out if that's a thing. I'm not even sure. Right, 3,150. That's what we want. Look, we're only making a 300 ejection burn here. Let's just make sure I've not got like crazy maneuvers set up. What is this? I don't know about you, but that doesn't feel like me going home. That doesn't feel like me going home at all. Let's check what Astrogator says. Eve Kerbin, 21 days. That's what we got here. Okay, I'm going to clear all of this, and go, could you please re-put those maneuvers down for me? Thank you. I had a feeling it hadn't quite worked it out properly, or at least the differences in the simulation. I think I know what's going on from like a physics point of view, because like physics is hard to calculate. There's time steps that happen, and during the time step, like your velocity changes, and if acceleration adds on to velocity. But there's this whole period of time, say a 60th of a second, if that's the frame rate you're running. There's this whole period of time where your velocity stayed the same, and then it suddenly jumps up from the effect of acceleration. And that's not how the real world works, right? We've got smooth, continuous surfaces. And then you can't come back. Good shout, Crusoe. The detachment, of course, pushed us a bit. Yeah, that would be it. That would be it. I feel like that wasn't that much, but yeah, okay. Anyway, possible epilepsy warning here. We're just gonna spin around for 21 days. I might even like look away myself. You know, it's a little bit much. We are 1,150 orbits around Ike. Of course, Ike is very small, so like the times, the number of orbits we get in per day is quite high. But of course, Ike is very small, so we're traveling quite slow around Ike. Of course, we're falling towards Ike quite slowly from the gravity, so to be able to counteract that with a sideways motion, it doesn't take a great deal. Of course, the curvature of Ike is the thing that dictates that. We're coming round. Is it going to be this I think it might be this orbit. I don't think we're going to be able... What do you mean cancelled? Don't cancel me. Don't cancel me. Okay, but we should be facing the right direction. Now we're going to zoom in a little bit more because, man, that epilepsy's lost. You lost your proper node at detail. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, we're pretty much good, yo. Do appear to be on the wrong side of the planet. Start burning. Okay, well, start burning an hour is pretty good for me. Of course, the alarm clock up here would have been set up for the previous one. Okay, fair. We got 50 seconds to wait. 50 seconds for me to show you this picture. This is a view from Curiosity, the probe on the surface, or one of the survey robots we've got on the surface of Mars. Second to last one we sent. The last one was Perseverance with the helicopter. Curiosity was the one before. This is like literally the view from the surface. It pointed its camera up into the sky and just went snap, 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 and took enough to make a little image. I don't know. This is obviously not real time, but Phobos, the close one, only has an orbit of like 11 hours. So like that thing will shift. Like you'll watch it and you'll see it go. I think that's it's twice a day, something like that. Anyway, we've got 10, 9, 8. 7. I don't know why I count so exactly because the burn calculator is not that great. But 2, 1, go. I opened up my throttle, but I've not staged. So let's go back and turn my engine on. There we go. All right, that should be fine. That should be fine. All right, Halus, oh wait, if we press this button, the hero of last episode, on her way home. Time had to wait, but we found out that the look, there goes the abandoned spacecraft. But we found out that the trip back from Duna was going to happen. The trip to Duna, sorry, was going to happen before we could come back. So of course we held up for that, and we're going to be able to get this dead on. I don't know, 6. I never know like how exact I can actually be here. I'll take a 0.1 though. That's pretty good. But or even how exact a person can possibly be at that point. I'm never sure. Yeah, look, we don't have an encounter. That's might unfortunate. Let me check my. All right, we've got 14 days. How long until we leave? Eve escape 4 days. Okay, yeah, I will leave Eve, and then let's watch. We're gonna leave Eve, and then we will reconfigure my maneuver nodes. Alright, so there was Ike. Ike was fun. We grabbed some science. We got a whole bunch of stuff done. We might have to try and come up with a better rover design for Ike. Obviously, like something with an ion drive pointed directly downwards so it keeps us on the surface while we then drive around with wheels might be a way that we do it, because there are 3 biomes of Ike and we only stopped in 2 of them. We did little hops. It was fun. Leave Eve. You got it, man. That was getting. Sorry, my bad. Well, Courage. It's been a bit of a long day. Normally, I don't record before I stream because I feel it burns out my conversational skills, and things like that are exactly what I mean. I've been recording Oxygen Not Included and Alien Dark Descent today, and spoilers, Alien Dark Descent coming to my channel rather shortly. I like to get a few of them in the bag before I start putting out a video so close to university start time. I don't know if you guys are aware that I'm headed back soon, very, very soon. I'm very interested to know there's Eve. Very interested to see what my accommodations are going to actually be like. Eve very, very hidden by the sun over there. It's kind of moody backlit the way it is. Do I need a Gilly suit to land on Gilly? No, but it does help. It does help. Okay, let's come out here. We got ages to go yet. Let's speed up time just a little bit more. Say bye Eve. Thank you very much for your I don't know, warm gravitational embrace. That's kind of what we got from. I just hit the screenshot key instead of the let me out key, but there we go. Alright, so with that now, we've got most of what we want here. This is set as a target, right? Unset target. Okay, so we've got to try and find. We're back to normal time. We've got to try and find an encounter with with curbing. Now, it should happen just over here. I'm guessing it's going to happen right here at this ending node, but we don't have enough. There we go. We didn't have enough altitude. Maybe I can now just kind of trickle these in together. Look at that. That, unfortunately, is just intuition from playing this a lot. Fortunately, unfortunately, I don't know. I can't really explain how I knew which way to travel other than I've played with this a lot. So I kind of just looked at it and went, oh, in the past, I know I need to push it this way, and then I pushed it that way. Speaking of, let's try and get ourselves into a nice close... I don't think we're going to be aero braking from... I don't know, we're going to be aero braking from orbit. We did indeed bring... Oh, no, wait. I don't know whether we brought enough fuel to do so. Yeah, no, we totally have. We've totally brought enough fuel to be able to do so. But wow, look at that. That is quite... What's the predicted orbit afterwards? Oh, that's almost up to Duna. Did you see that? Did you see that? Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. So that's speeding us up because we're coming in fast. Look at this. We come in behind and we get sped up by the planet, and then we're coming out almost at a 90. I mean, it's a bit 90-90 on both, but yeah, I see why that's happening. Anyway, enough about the wondrous nature of orbits. If I leave it like this, I think we should be able to do some burns up here to slow ourselves down, but still also go into the atmosphere. That's my shout. There we go. That's what we're doing. We're going to create an alarm, and this is... Gilly, come home, like that. All right, we're gonna add that. Oh, it's incredibly close. Is it? It's 30 days. Oh wait, no, wait. I see what I did wrong. I see. I've done that in the past and absolutely destroyed my my space program. Gilly. Come home. There we go. Only question: do you have Tycho Brahe on the Rock Full of Brains? I've been reading. I don't, but I'm always interested in new people. But yeah, I'll take Tycho. He will like. Was that Tycho that was was Galileo's first employer or something like that? I can't remember the exact lineage. But I know it was around that sort of time, right? Anyway, let me get this calm. Sorry, I had to have some tea. All of a sudden, there, like my body was like, "You've not had caffeine for at least 30 seconds. You should do something about that." Okay, the Ike correction burn. We're going back. We're doing this. I kind of did both love and dislike when we're flying two missions at once like this. I personally am like, yeah, back and forth, but I can actually understand why it might be a little bit disorientating for people. Okay, let's just make sure. I mean, I don't really need to make sure I've got solar power, but let's make sure we got solar power on the panels. It's just good practice. It's just good practice. At some point, we'll be sending robots somewhere, and then we'll want to make sure that we do this. Okay, here we go. 10 seconds to go. Constant Myco stutter on stream. Yeah, I've not dropped any frames, mate. It might have to be you. I normally find that a refresh either helps or confirms that it's busted. So I wish that, or indeed, maybe like the bandwidth is suffering, so drop it down. One of the reasons why I like to offer as many bandwidths as possible. I had to really fight quite hard during the D&D sessions I was doing with the people on Twitch to offer anything less than absolute top 1080p. Because on Twitch you either get to do the one, or you have to do something special to enable all the. I don't know. It wasn't me. It wasn't me that was setting everything up. So. I was like, dude, like not everyone can watch on a super high desktop with the best of bandwidths. We need to be able to offer lower. And then, you listen. It was a very valid, logical argument. We got 24 seconds. I cannot imagine what's actually gonna happen during deep space flights. There's no way we can send people a la Apollo, right? Like this is not the room that we're gonna send people to another planet in. That would be inhumane. 3, 2, 1, go! That was quick. Something like that. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Does that give us the encounter I thought? It is pretty close. It's pretty close. Let's have a look. No, let's get in here. I'm fairly sure I just saw the word Ike escape. Wait. Eve, Gilly, Kerbin, Mon, Minmus, Duna. Oh, it's still happening. It's still happening. I'm about it. Okay. I'm just gonna add a maneuver, and we're just gonna slow down a lot around Ike. Is that letting me slow down there? I think that thinks I'm around Duna. Maybe that is around Duna, and actually the Ike is over. So this Ike can count. Alright, you know what? I'll just set that later on. There'll be an alarm create sphere of influence change. And this is arrive at Duna. Okay, beautiful. Lost his nose with Jewel Tycho, named after him. Yeah, he did observations by eye before doing a telescope for Dutch Frederick II. Okay, yeah. Was it him who was involved in one of the first cases of industrial espionage? I think when he died, Galileo, or was it Herschel? No, I don't think it was her. Well, ran away with a whole bunch of data and then ended up publishing some papers on them. And anyway, it was a big scandal at the time, obviously. But now we're just like, science got done. Okay, Gilly come home is the next thing we need to do in 20 days. 20 days. All right, hello. How's it going? We got blipped. Did you hear that? I heard that. Hey, let's go. Crew report and EVA report. Collect all. Did that do? Nothing to store? Oh wait, we click that first and click that. Okay, remembering how this works. Sorry. And then let's get back inside. Now we collect all. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that grabbed the crew report outside. I don't know. I'm just accepting that as fact for the moment. Maneuver this round here. It was nearly 500. Yeah. Man, it's amazing how much, like, Newton was the best part of 400 years ago, and it's amazing. Ooh, hit my table pretty hard there. How much was done so long ago, and then like that was that until Einstein came along, right? And obviously, like that wasn't that. There were refinements and stuff. Kepler was doing his thing. There were other things going on. But essentially, that was that. Okay, let's move on. 20 days here. I do like watching, as we separate from the planet. Right, it really shows I want to say velocity difference, but obviously I'm currently moving slower in a real terms sense than Eve is. But so I've got more energy. It's one of those weird things, like the speed up to slow down business and all that type of stuff. Orbits are weird, They are really, really weird. And that's one of the ways that they think maybe Phobos and Deimos were formed around Duna. Yeah, good segue. Is that because if you look at them through a spectroscope, which basically is just like looking at what colours come off of it, you can see that it has the same spectra as a lot of the carbonaceous chondrites. It's a type of asteroid. And one of the formation theories of these two hunks of rock around Mars is that when Jupiter was like settling into its current position, a couple of billion of years ago, there we go, it ended up throwing a couple of asteroids down. Yeah, everyone's welcome. No politics. We're just like having fun space times, as simple as that. Hey, how are you doing? How are you doing? We're flying back from Gilly at the moment. We're doing all the small moons, and Hyas here is returning from Gilly. We're also on our way to Ike, and that's why I'm talking about Phobos and Deimos a lot, because in preparation for the stream, I did a whole lot of reading up on them. I am a studying astrophysicist, so I have access to... I'm about to say, I have access to all sorts of like papers and stuff, but you know what? Most of what I've got has come from Wikipedia, because the majority of the times, like, people like myself are writing it, you know. So they've gone and checked out the proper papers and things like that, and you know, that's where I got this image from. I'm just going to put that back up again because like that is crazy. Once again, taken by a robot on Mars, just watching with a camera, taking a photo every couple of seconds or so. That's Phobos and Deimos. Brilliant. I don't know if my pronunciations are right. I'm fairly sure about Phobos, but Deimos, yeah, who knows. You've played this game before. Great. I've also played this game a fair bit before. We did actually move to Kerbal 2 for a little bit, but that's a complicated situation. I'm pressing buttons and it's not working. Okay. Obviously, what happened there was because I was looking over on the... I see what happened. Because I put the picture up, the game wasn't focused. Okay, that's kind of funny. 2, 1. About there. We'll realign ourselves here. Okay, actually we're good. We've got ourselves a sphere of influence over there. I want to create the alarm where sphere of influence changing. What was it? Welcome home, Hyas. Okay, there we go. Add that. Arrival at Duna, switch 2, 155 days. Things are happening simultaneously a lot here. It was not my intention. Unfortunately, the orbital clockwork that is the Kerbal system has forced us into a few situations here. Situations that are, you know, fairly fun to deal with. What I don't like is how close these are together. Because I could spend what is this? 8 days falling down to the 7? Falling down to the surface of Duna. So this timing here is very awkward. I've had it before where two have come towards each other at the same time and ended up causing me some issues. So we'll see how that was going. You're so happy when you launched a man into space. You named after the first man, Yuri Gagarin. Great mission. Yeah, brilliant. All about it. Yeah, I do like the historical reenactments. It's one of the things that maybe I should be doing a little bit more myself on the channel. Maybe install Principia and a few like real solar system scales and try and do... I want to watch. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted here. And try and do some replicas of some missions. I'd really like to spend some time talking about all the Venus missions, you know, like the Russians are actually some of the leaders there. Could you imagine trying to design a robot, any craft, like just anything that's got to function at the bottom of a sea of sulfuric acid, because that is essentially what it is at 500 degrees. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. And then the lens cap didn't come off. But anyway, yeah, like everyone's got stories like that. My favorite like terrible story, of course, has to be like the Beagle slamming into the surface of the Mars. That's always fun. So you know that's good. All right, we are just about to come into let's click into the encounter here. Are we going to be able to do it within 8 days? 2 days to the Ike encounter. Okay, we're going to warp down and just watch this happen. Can we watch from... Oh, blop, 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 blop. Stop. That noise was a mod that I've got installed. It's down here. We've got... Bam. Am I just going to collect... Wait, we can't collect all. We've got to click them all. We do have ones that need cleaning. But once again, I've brought a scientist with me. So I'm kind of okay with that. If we could just get all of these, and then we'll get outside for the EVA report. That'll get rid of everything there. We do need to go and collect all of the sciences from the little science bay that I've got down below. Let's try and get close. Oh, I haven't opened it. Let's open that up. Brilliant. First off, we're going to collect data and restore, and then we're going to take the data from the thermometer and the pressure mat. Of course, pressure in space, very subjective, very subjective. It's not that there is no pressure, it's incredibly thin pressure, right? Like, we're technically in the atmosphere of the sun, right? There's enough stuff coming off the surface that we could say we're in the atmosphere of the sun. It's a very tenuous atmosphere, and at this point we start having to make judgment calls on what's the atmosphere of the sun versus the atmosphere of Earth. That's cool. What do you make of a chakra, the minor planet with two distinct rings in orbit as a ring system? I'm not sure I know about it, Wise. I'm not sure I know about it. One of the KSP YouTubers I watch has started an RP series. Too hard for it. Yeah, like totally. I get it. Like the real scale. I mean, I would need to get scaled parts that went with the size, right? Did I not get the EVA report? I thought I did. Okay, let's just grab that, and hopefully that will be good. It might even be that we're over a different biome now. That sometimes is a thing. Okay, I'm going to warp here and try and spot Duna on my way down. Oh, there it is. I was about to say I'm always bad at this bit, but this time I seem to have grabbed it. Whoo! Ike came up quick. This full-size planet over there. This, practically an asteroid. Let's see if we can get like a scale comparison. There's a side-by-side, right? I guess actually, Ike is quite large compared to Duna. I didn't quite realise. There's obviously a lot to be doing on Ike. Okay, I'm going to try and set myself a manoeuvre up now because... Oh, I should have trusted it when it said it wasn't there. Okay, we're going to add a maneuver up right here. I'm going to try and capture. Okay. Oh, look. Where was that? I'll take that. Should we take that? Do you reckon that'll be fine? Add another maneuver and try and bring it in. No, see, that is also too tenuous. It's not real. It's not real. I can see it's not real. Let's get rid of that. And in a bit? Like, that'll get us there faster, right? As long as I don't slam into the surface of Duna. I think we can do this one. Let's give that a go. So it's time for you to sleep. Alright, good, my friend. It was good to see you. I was asking because of the question of how rings are formed. It was previously thought that only larger planets or objects such as gas giants are able to sustain a planetary ring. And Chacarito, being so tiny, has a ring system, raises a lot of questions on how a ring system is sustainable. Okay, alright, yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I mean, my gut feeling about rings is that as long as you're only taking a picture, that's one moment in time, right? We could have literally just watched them get made. Like 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, two moons could have smashed together, and we're just watching the dust trail now. It's always hard. So one of the mind-blowing facts that is probably not true anymore, and I'll have to go double check it. That I used to be told when I was first getting into astrophysics is that the rings of Saturn have not always been there. That in like 1 million years, 2 million years, something like that. I think 10 million was the number they actually quoted. They would have all fallen into the surface of Saturn, which means they must have been made recently. Now, I think the prevailing wisdom now is actually with Enceladus and other such moons that actually it just gets replenished all the time. But rings are very much a temporary situation. They always are because they're so light and missing their own gravity pretty much. It's hard for them to do anything other than be kicked around by and atmospheric drag and stuff like that, right? There's a lot of things trying to make rings fall apart. It's why the discovery of the shepherd moons. I don't know if you're aware of these. I can't remember the names of them, but there's a few very small moons in the rings of Saturn that keep them in place. And it makes all sorts of like really wondrous like wave patterns go through it and stuff like that. It's really nice, really nice. All right, let's try and get this little capture going if we can. I'm not sure whether it's going to work, to be honest, and I'm going to be totally retrograde, going the wrong way around the planet. I don't know if wrong way is really the right term, but it feels like the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? We're still going like over about a half kilometre, but time's passed now. What do you know? Time passes, and things have changed. I mean, that's an encounter with Ike. That's not really the one I'm after, but I'll take it. So let's see what's happening here. We go around, capture with Ike. I know. I feel like we can do better. Capturing over there somewhere. Okay, we'll take this and then we'll redo in a little bit. Yeah, that's good. We'll add a maneuver here and we'll capture. Why do you not think I'm in orbit with Ike here? What is this? So a little sip of tea while I read Wise's thing. What do you make of Haumea? As in, how do you think its unique shape is formed when the widest point of the dwarf planet isn't exactly aligned with how it's rotating? The problem with dwarf planets, especially dwarf planets out in the Kuiper Belt, is they're not formed by the same processes that we think of with big planets. Big planets, rocks are smashing into them at ridiculous speeds. Lots of energy is being released. There is all sorts of big energies happening, and things get turned into liquid, and balls get formed. Whereas out in the Kuiper Belt, you can have two things. Do you remember asteroid Cheremakov? The one that Rosetta landed on. It looked like a duck, right? And that's actually what I would expect out in the Kuiper Belt, because let's warp a little close to this and see what happens. Because two asteroids will just come together really gently and very, very, very gently nuzzle up to each other, right? It's quite cute, really. They'll very gently nuzzle up to each other and just kind of like bump and hold there. And that'll be it. That's the whole process. And it's not until you get up to the size of about Ceres, about 500 kilometers across, maybe more if it's a dense material, less if it's just water. But it's about 500 kilometers where things start, where the gravity is strong enough that it will pull a mountain down, right? So if you do this calculation for Earth, where you imagine a random slab in the middle of the planet, right? And you go, well, there's so much rock on top and there's so much rock underneath. And you work out a whole bunch of stuff. And, of course, you've got the pull of gravity happening and there's pressure. And you put in all these numbers, taking, like, wild guesses at what you think the density of rock is. And you find out that, really, Earth gravity, you can't have a mountain bigger than 8 kilometers, else the pressure would crush the rock at the bottom. And wouldn't you know, Everest is about 8 kilometers. But when it comes to water ice, it's about, with the size of the planet, that being what it is, Ceres is about that point where it starts crushing everything. Yeah. Anyway, it's very, very interesting when you're running the actual maths. It's one of the things that drew me very much to the sciences, if you will, is the fact that you could sit down and work all this stuff out just by numbers, and like. You just kind of like be like, well, this has to be like this. You start off with a lot of stuff like that. This has to be like this. There has to be pressure on top of the rock. There has to be gravity pulling down. and then once you've worked out all those things, you go, okay, and then we've got this number at the beginning that makes it work in our universe. And these are the magic numbers that everybody talks about. When they talk about fine tuning and stuff like that, people are like, well, why are these magic numbers the way they are? And mostly it comes down to because speed of light, but you know that's a bit deep at that point. Collect data and restore if we can. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just getting a little bit of Ike science whilst we talk about all the wonderful things that happen in the universe. Take that data. I didn't need to log it again. I think I did that with the other one as well, didn't I? Hey Ginger Ally, how's it going, man? How's it going? We're trying to get round to the back of this craft so that I can pull some science off of it. This one here. Collect the data and restore. Okay, that's good. And we're going to park now. Did I put... Excuse me. Did I put... Oh, I didn't press F to grab. Solar panels on this bottom science unit. Is that... Did I actually make a satellite that doesn't have one? Oh, what a fool. What an absolute fool. I'm just looking at it here, and there's no solar panel on it. Maybe we can take that one off. That means there's one round Gilly right now that's just dead. Just dead in the water. We let it loose. Wow. So we spent best part of 1,000 Delta V's just slowing ourselves down to the same speed as Ike. We're about to spend another 360. That's immense. It takes a lot to be able to stop. Probably not so very careful. Yeah. Do you think in a very wild chance that some of these unique shapes have formed via friction on microscopic objects or literally by two or more objects growing each other down? Actually, yes. Yeah, I like that. There will be plenty of times where things come to each other. And particularly when, say it's like around another planet or like there's like Pluto where there's 5 things orbiting each other. The push and the squeeze from the gravity getting closer and further away, or I suppose stronger and weaker as the objects get closer and further away from each other. It squishes it down and opens it back up like a stress ball, and the friction on the inside is one of the things that helps stuff like warm up and slide past each other. Yeah. Alright, I drank all of that tea in one go there. Not the whole. Obviously, I'd had some drinks beforehand, but I'd finished that tea now, and that's not great. We got another hour of my stream yet. Anyway, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Are we gonna land on Ike? Do you think we're gonna have the fuel to land on Ike? Should we land on Ike? I think we can do it. I might need to consult the Delta V charts to see whether we've really got what it takes. I think we should. I can't see any reason why not. I'd really like to land on the Duna facing side, if that's okay with you guys. Well, in fact, where do you guys want to land? If you were to pick anywhere, please don't say the poles, because I'm not set up for the poles. But so because it's tidally locked, do we? Oh, here, right? Well, this big mountain, we land there and we get to watch it, right? We get to watch it. Oh no, I mean sorry, Jed. I mean on Ike. Maybe on this patch right here. Because it's always facing Duna, I think it'd be good. Did you know they're tidally locked to each other? Duna also faces Ike the whole time. So if you were on Ike recording a full day of Duna going around, it processes back and forth. It's really nice. Let's see how much time we've got. 5 days. How far is that away? 3 hours. I think we could just land. Oh wait. I need to check that we've got the fuel. Have we got the fuel? Did I just turn trajectories off? Don't do that. I need trajectories. It's not in here. What am I doing? It's in my Kerpedia. Delta V map. Thank you very much. We are currently in orbit around Ike. We're not quite 10 kilometers, but it looks to me like we can land for about 500 Delta Vs and then come back for, let's take the 3,400 off of the 5,200. That gives us a smaller number. There's only 1,000 or so, right? Wait, my mental maths is kind of broken, but this shouldn't be. Man, I say this every time that I run into this situation. I am doing a higher physics degree. The amount of maths that I have to do is unbelievable. But if you try and get me to do some actual arithmetic, okay, so it's about 2,000 delta V to land, to come back. We've got the landing fuel right here. Yeah, we're doing it. Add the maneuver. Let's just come in heavy, come in hot. I think we're going to do it in a series of maneuvers, just so I can really pinpoint where I want to land. I could come in real heavy and hot, right? I could just come crashing down here, but that's a high risk maneuver. Speaking of, I'm going to quick save. That's a high risk maneuver right there. I think I'd rather not. I think I would rather not. Let's go make our way around there. Yeah, just over there. We're gonna watch Duna come out from Eclipse at some point. That's gonna be nice. That's gonna be nice. Can I watch? Oh yeah, here we go. Periapsis. How close do we want to get? I hear 10 kilometers is the height all the cool kids are hanging out at. Let's get it. That's 11. 11.7. That's 10.072. I'll take it. That's what calculate. I literally just grabbed myself my phone. I was like, yeah. Anyway. So now we kill that. I think we should be able to not do that. That's a terrible maneuver. Why would you now be set like this? Something like that. You know what? I'm just gonna redo it. You add maneuver. Getting close. I want to be able to watch Ike underneath me, you know? I want to be able to watch Ike underneath me. All right, here we go. We're going to fall down towards the planet. Hello, Duna. How are you doing? Oh, look, clouds. Nice. Hopefully. Whoa. Okay, that I heard that. Did you guys hear that? I heard that. We're also going to want to press this. What are they? I'm guessing that's something like... what's the word I'm looking for here? Something like... parallax. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. All right, I'm going to land us before. This is crazy. We are traveling so fast. I'm trying to do all the experiments, and I'm like, ah! It's pretty good. Go lower, Wise, my man. I'm already terrified. I'm going to be watching these numbers as we go. I don't even know how tall the highest mountain on Ike is. I feel like it's somewhere around 10 kilometers, though. I feel like it's somewhere around 10 kilometers. Anyway, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 5-second burn should be nice and easy. We'll take that. 10, 16. Let's just kind of rattle this down a little bit closer to 10, 10. There we go. 10, 10, 7 and 10, 0 are pretty good for me. Okay, all right. That was somewhat scary. I'll be honest with you. That was somewhat scary. Let's EVA and get all of the. Can I do an EVA? Is that a thing? Let's grab that. Thank you. EVA report is what I should have said then. I could obviously do an EVA. I'm in the middle of doing an EVA. The question is, can we do this gently enough that we don't accidentally knock our spacecraft out of orbit? Collect the data and restore the data. Lower, go lower, man. Maybe. Take the data. That's good. And then over here, we want to take the data. This is one of these places where I'm like, I wonder if it's easier just to land by EVA fuel, you know? You could do it on Minmus, so you can probably do it on Ike, right? Look at that. That is absolutely majestic. That's what I'm about. EVA report that we're Wait. Because I was hovering over the menu, it wouldn't let me do what I needed to do. Collect the data, restore. I need to go and dump all my experiments in the front door of this before I'm able to make a new EVA report. So let's do that. EVA, of course, in low space is dependent on biome. Let me get inside. Bored anyway. Oh, and so is the pressure scan. I did not realize. Okay, well, let's go get that again. That's somewhat awkward, but you know we could deal with it. We could deal with it. Let's take that data. Thank you very much. Hello. Health and safety does not concern. It's true. It's true. You can invite them over for tea. That's cool. That's cool. Touch. There we go. Yeah. I do indeed have plenty of petrol for a proper landing. Let's try and find another biome if we can. Get some more EVA data. I feel like this is fine. We're gonna then land. Whoa, and bring Hyas home. Bring Hyas home. Get that report. Thank you very much. And then we just get back inside, right? Easy as that. Easy as that. Collect all. Does that work? Crew report. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Collect all again. Okay. That's fine. Next biome. Away we go. Ooh. Let's watch Ike. That's the interesting bit. Let's watch Ike. Oh. Whoa. How close to the floor are we? Whoa. That's scary going backwards. That is scary going backwards. I could probably do without that. If this was me, I'd be like, can we look forwards? But you know, here we go. We're just doing our thing here. That was from a mountain range. I should have read some of that. I should have read that little bit of EVA information there. Let's try and find another bit of data. Here we go. Thank you very much. Can we slow all the way down? I'd really like to slow all the way down. I'm pressing the button to slow all the way down. EVA report above Ike's southeastern mountain range. Just recorded my observations. No special observations to say. After stream, you busy? I don't know. Honestly, actually, at this point, I don't know. Oh, there's Jewel. I'm getting ready for uni, you know. Why are you got in mind? Why are you got in mind? It all depends whether my girlfriend comes home immediately afterwards or not. She's currently out. And so I guess I'm available until she gets back. Okay, so looking for some more EVAs. Looking for more EVA data. There's another mountain range coming. Are we going to count that? We do count that. Orbit 2? Wait, we've done a full orbit. Celebration. It's my birthday. Did you see that? It's my Ike birthday. I suppose that's a day. It's a bit hard to call it. Wait, this is real time. I just wanted to once again point out this is real time. That's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. I'm also not sure that these spikes are actually that size. Are they supposed to be that size? But we're getting a little bit of a glitching here. Just waiting for Duna to come back up above the surface. In fact, I don't think we want Duna to come up above the surface. We want to start slowing down before that. This really is like scraping the surface. I'm kind of good. Kind of good. The Ike spike, yeah, that's a good term. I like it. Ike spike. Let's once again check where we are. Okay, we're coming around to the bit we want. I want to land on that mountain range ahead of us. Okay, I think we can make that happen. Is it literally that one ahead of us? I want to be able to see Duna coming up above the lip, you know? Like, if we could just see the very limb of Duna, at that point I'll start slowing down. Also, let's let my ship reorientate itself. Was that Kerbal? Oh, beautiful. Pale green dot. Pale green dot. Because there's more land on Kerbal than there is water. Is that it? Is that enough? Is that all we needed to do? Oh, it's close to. It's close to. I can't. There? What do you guys reckon? There? I think there's a good shout. Let's get surface speed up, and I want to kind of point my engine in that direction. Hit the stability control rather than keep trying to slow down. Okay, somewhere about there. Hopefully that will begin to push my trajectory thuswards. Yeah, there we go. And about there. Like, we got enough fuel. We get to call where we're landing. I'm about it. What I'm a little bit worried about is I've not given this craft any landing legs. Let's press the G button. Yeah, no, there's no landing legs on here. Brakes. Gear, yeah. So landing is going to be almost entirely manual. Not quite seeing enough of Duna for my liking. You know, I'd like to see a little bit more. Tremaine, welcome. Surprised you don't have that mod on that gives you the details, including biome. Make Jebel the other. Oh yeah. I mean, yes and like I used to have the Kerbal opera. No, not this one. But something went wrong. Where was it? HUD's here. No, not that. That one and that one. Like, what's this? What is this down here? I can't remember how you... Yeah, so things went a little bit weird. So I don't bother with it anymore. Particularly as I now know... I mean, I now know. You know? I know. Is that good enough? Is this where we want to land? I'm looking around. It's just how much? How much is going on over here? I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna land. We're gonna land here. I mean, look, we're going into land over there anyway. Let's time accelerate just a little bit, I'm not sure exactly how. What's the acceleration on this craft? Should we find out? If I hold this as stability assist and then point at the horizon, we will only be stopping our horizontal movement velocity. There we go. Got 155 meters per second in the tank. I don't know whether we're gonna get more than that. In our descent, we're currently a kilometer up. No, we're definitely not gonna get more than that in the descent. But I wish I'd saved because I'd really like to be trying for a bit of a suicide burn. But they're a bit suicidal, so let's try not to do that. Just gonna slow myself down gently, very gently, as we get closer towards the surface here. 100 meters to go. Ooh, look at those. We're definitely flying towards those spikes, by the way. There's no way that's not going to happen. As in, like, EVA propellant. Stop. Ooh, anybody else feeling a little bit framey here? Oh, it's been a while since my computer has been taxed like this. Must be parallax. Must be parallax. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of stuff we can do here. Of course, I'm going to do them all. Why would I not? 2, 3, 4, 5, and then EVA report. EVA report, surface sample. Thank you. Can I get back up here? Wait, F5. Okay, cannot quick... we're getting inside. We're going to save it. Okay, and now I'm going to get outside, and we're going to find out if I can fly. I believe... you guys won't know that one. Richard Jackson might, but... There we go. Great. We've landed. I also didn't quite get the joke when we first arrived, so I'm going to actually just memorialize this and be like... Spike on Ike. Question, exclamation marks. Okay, great. It turns out I can't only capitalize the first letter. That's impossible. Okay, let's go have a look at some of these things. Where's the biggest one? Should we go check that one out? Let's go check that one out. Touch the spike. I'm going to touch the spike. Look at them over there. This is why we need little rovers. This is why I'm only going to the small moons to begin with. As soon as we get the ability to. Okay, we're going to check this one out first, but I'm much more interested in the slanty spikes over there. Let's try and get this. Oh, I don't want to be too slow when we get here. Look at it. It's very pretty. Oh my, I am mesmerized. Fair. Climb? What are we climbing? Oh, it's a rock. The rock in front of us we can climb. Okay, that's fine. Wait, it's giving me a bloop bloop. I didn't bring it. Why would you be like this, game? Why would you be like this? And away we go. Okay, are those actually further away than I thought? I think they might be. Okay, we're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it. I did save. I hope there are any Vlad the Impaler types out there. Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. I don't know what orbital speed is at Ike, but I feel like we're approaching... No, we're alright. We've got a thing. No, we can't trust that. I wonder if there's a way of me changing the configs for it to not bug me all the time. That would be good. I cannot bring them home right now. This is unfortunately a problem. I don't know how. I've got to watch my fuel tank. I feel like this might be an actual problem. Flying out here, I don't know how far away they are. I got a level with you here. Look at them. Can you tell me how far away that is? I'm seeing some shadow now, so that's pretty good. But look at the LOD topping in over there. That's a thing. Okay, I'm gonna have to start slowing down. I don't know how long that's gonna take because we're only on EVA fuel, and I really hope it's good. I'm scared. I'm actually scared. Coming in for the landing. 20. I mean, we're traveling the best part of 30 meters per second. I think we can afford to burn just a little bit over half fuel because obviously I can turn around and just look at my spacecraft and use the numbers to judge halfway, right? Whereas this is huge. This is actually like gigantic. I'm trying to slow down in time. Let's see if we can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. I don't know why I've always got to count down my speeds, but it helps me. It helps. This is... Oh, not real. Parallax, you let me down. Parallax, you've let me down. Okay, that was 4 kilometers. Wait. I hit something. I lost control. Is this just the EV? Oh, we've got some things that we can do here. EV Ike's Midlands. Okay, there's a different. Can you? Let's put that away. Okay, are we good? You chill? You chill? No, another surface sample is good though. Wait, am I getting EVA report for flying? Oh, it won't let me. EVA report. Oh, it's because I got one already. We need to go home. Oh, we can't. I don't like what's going on here with this. Okay, let's put that away. That's gonna do that every time I take flight. Yeah, this is also a not real one. That's a classic Kerbal. But these little boulders around here are quote unquote real. It's amazing how seeing is not believing in a computer game. It's not until you can bash your face against it, stub your toe, whatever, that you consider it real. Look at that. This one's real. This one's very real. Okay, we got back to Duna. Here we go. We could be in for a bit of trouble here. Okay, half of 4.6 or half of 2.5, whichever one we get to first. Yeah, I'm worried about how much fuel we're burning through. I'm gonna try and save a little bit of fuel. Let's about this speed. EVA on the surface of planets. It's a perilous mission. It really is. Troubles are to be had. Mostly from the fact that trying to slow down takes just as much fuel as speeding up. I did not, however, take note on how long it took me to speed up. How's the KSP2 development going? It's a contentious issue. There are plenty of people that are having a great time with KSP2. They are the people that will put a rocket together, fly to the moon, come home, and be like, yay, great game. I myself, as I'm sure you're aware, I'm a station builder. I like to build stations. I like to at least imagine that they have a purpose. And one of the things that requires is consistent orbits. One thing that Kerbal 2 is quite sadly missing is consistent orbits. The orbits will just degrade, and you just have to deal with the fact that your space stations will fall out of the sky if you're not watching them. I would like to say it's not worth the price. The problem is, I think they're going to put the price up. Just like, whilst I hear what you're saying, mate, if they actually were like, hey, we've put orbital decay into the game and it follows these rules, I would be all over it. I would love it. I'd be like, great. Gives us a reason for station keeping. It should be on a period of months, not days, and we should get like some sort of warning about it. Maybe even a version of a contract or something like that, being like your thing has been up in orbit too long. You have X amount of days to save it. I think that would be a great idea. Where it's just random stuff that no one really knows why it's doing it. That's a different matter. The planets are quite laggy. I'll level with you, mate. I've not played the latest update. I have just straight up not played it. We've been doing this. Maybe we should go back and have a look at some point. I very nearly played a different game today. I found out a game called what was it called? An airport for aliens that's currently being run by dogs. So that's the full name. It's a surrealist adventure. Sounds great. I heard a long time ago they were going to put the price up, but that many have been YouTube conjecture. Is KSP2 on Unity? It is. There's a kerfuffle about that at the moment with them retroactively charging us to use the engine. Yeah, so no one at Private Division has given any indication about what they want to do about that. As far as I'm aware, I'm not quite as on the pulse as I used to be, but I'm fairly sure right now, as far as I'm aware, no one has made an announcement. This is still full tank in the middle here, right? Okay, cool. I guess we're going to orbit. Wish me luck. We did it all before Highest came home. So 3, 2, 1. No more science to do. Go. Oh, we could have got the... No, we couldn't. The reason I couldn't have got the EVA is because we're not in the right biome. The EVA report. Okay. Throttle. We've lost the stage, so away it goes. Nice. That's good timing, actually. I'm about that. That's very good timing. I'm not sure whether this stage has it in it to get us to orbit, though. I'm very tempted to actually drop it and try and land it. Very tempted, actually. Because we got the fuel, right? We got the fuel. Back from Ike. Again, 5-2. Take away 3. That's like 1-8. Let's do it. Orbit, here we come. Periapsis trying to climb. The real trick here is getting me into a good orbit before it crashes. Timing. Let's see if I can... Is that enough? 10 kilometers. Right, UT. I didn't deploy the... Alright, never mind. It's not going to work. I didn't deploy the antenna before we got going. Okay, that's... Unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I really want to... Let's watch it. That's real sad, actually. That is real sad. Okay, well, we're going to pop ourselves into a 30-kilometer orbit, something like that. Man, it's amazing how we can hear the explosions through the vacuum of space over all that distance. That's crazy. Okay, let's get ourselves up to Apoapsis. Let's circularize up, and then I guess we'll use our aggregator mods. I wish those two were close next to each other. That would be very handy. We'll use that to put ourselves onto a nice homeward trajectory. I don't think we're going to be able to get it straight away. Oh, there was a probe on there. I didn't deploy the antenna. Yep. I mean, wait. Do I want to load the last quick save is just before launch? Do I think you should pick up KSP2? Do you have the money? It's down to that. Can you spend the money on the promise that it might be a good game later? Cause like it could very well be a good game later, and I'm hoping for that. I'm really hoping for that. I'm really looking forward to multiplayer and colonization and setting up trade routes. Well, not trade route, resource routes and stuff like that. I really want it. Yeah. If you've got the money for that, then great. And you'll have a great time making planes in the meantime. The planes do work quite well. The planes work quite well. They're not as solid as the planes in Kerbal 1. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not saying it's a bad game, not at all. I can't move my stuff here. Why is this? Why is that scrolling down all the time? What button's being pressed to make that happen? I want to just click Q. There we go. Eve. No, we're going to Oh, mate. You are gonna be waiting. I think we're gonna go to Duna. I think you can do everything in KSP2 that you can in KSP1, but half the quality. I disagree. I'm not. Where do we even start? Let's start with the lack of robotics. How about that to start with? That's a good one. That's not where I want to be. Should we go out that way? That's a nice wide orbit. That's far more than we needed to leave by. I kind of just want to leave Ike's orbit, like just. Very barely left, you know? Something like that. And then we'll just make our orbit just a little bit bigger, and then we'll leave. Yeah, I think that was good. Yeah, just first basics like change camera angle zoom and then swap the map view and come back and your camera is inside the capture in a completely different view. I've had some camera issues, but none that I wouldn't have seen in Kerbal 1, right? Like, I don't think that the camera is that bad. I like the VAB, the way that we're building the rockets. That's very nice. Mostly, the symmetry on the struts is a bit weird. Yeah. Well, this is it. I wonder whether they do know it's an easy fix. I think they've got so many things reliant on so many other things and possibly using some maths that they're not familiar with. I speak to computer programmers quite a lot, computer science people quite a lot. They're in the wing of the same building that I'm in, right? We've got the physicists, the engineers, and the computer guys all in the same building, right? And I always just assume that they get a little bit of a physics grounding to be able to do things like write what's on the screen, right? You know, like be able to figure, like, you know, Z distances, how far away things are from your camera and stuff like that. You've got like dot products and cross products and all these other products that happen, right? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. But they're mostly function names to these computer scientist people, which is fine because that's all they need to know them as. That's fine. They get a rough idea of what they do and go, all right, now I call that function, which is great. But when you're the one making this level of decision, you gotta know what a cross product does. And I'm not sure anybody at Intercept. Now that's a wild conjecture on my side, right? You know, wild conjecture. Okay, we'll go to this. Bye bye, Ike. Should have watched it. I did it again where I didn't watch it. All right, bye bye, Ike. Bye, Ike. Let's close this because we are out here. I'm just going to circularize our orbit. Or, you know, close to, so that Ike doesn't interfere with us. That's my big worry at the moment, is being out here, we're going to get, like, interfered with by Ike, and suddenly the game's going to be like, aha, can I please get my astrogator? We're going to set a return to Kerbin. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. I'll take it. No doubt this will not be where we're leaving. And we'll create an alarm, new maneuver. Bring, is it Gusming? Home. An alarm. It's a year away. You just know we're going to send another mission to Duna in that time, right? That's almost definite. There's nothing to collect. Okay, over to our return craft. They are doing the same as Elite in its early days, bring out new content without fixing existing issues. Actually, I think right now they're spending most of their time fixing stuff. We've had like an engine, right? You know, there's not been a great 3 engines, but it's just 3 different sizes of the same engine, right? It's not been. Yeah, the features have been pretty slow. But every time they bring out a new patch, and I've got to like be fair and play devil's advocate here on both sides. Every time they bring out a new patch, it's full of bug fixes, absolutely full of bug fixes. Some of them though are bug fixes that they list as fixed, and then you go and test it, and no, maybe not. I also like to call myself a hardware expert since I fix your own PC set. Yeah. Can you get into Kerbin orbit with 5,151? I can. You should be able to. You should be able to do it with 3,500. And you've got 5 there. So, yeah, you should be able to. And it should be enough, yeah. Bro, they fixed 1 or 2 weird messages, like when you had message spam on your screen, you know, time warp. Yeah, it's mostly things like fixed weird issue that stopped the nav ball spinning or something like that. You know, it was a bunch of what I would consider smaller issues. The thing is, listening to them talk about the heating model and stuff like that, they tell us things are nearly done. When they show it, they only show like the planning stage, and it's kind of hard at this point, 6 months later, to accept what they're saying at face value anymore. I don't want to throw any accusations around or anything like that, obviously, but it's been a while now. Anyway, let's come over to Kerbin. Ooh. Oh well, that's intense. That's very intense. I'm sure that's not how we left it, but alright, here we are. Let's set up a small maneuver. I kind of want to just like pull out and then slow down. Man, we're already moving at like 8.4 meters per second, 8.4 kilometers per second. We're gonna have troubles here. Remember, they need to survive for the science. Wise, thanks for calling by, mate. Once again, happy birthday. Thank you so much. It's good to see you, man. So good to see you. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Periaps above. I mean, we're gonna put the periapsis into the atmosphere, right? That is a thing that's gonna happen. How much into the atmosphere is a question. Can we get to trajectories? It's like nah fam, I ain't working that one out for you. Okay, fair. Let's move on. Look at the vessel. Is that Kerbin there? I think that's Kerbin over there. I think that might be. Is that the moon then? And then points if you spot... I mean, this mod might be Minmus. Minmus does tend to really shoot round, though. No, the moon shoots round. Minmus takes a while. I don't know. Anyway, that's got to be due. Maybe that's Minmus. Do you see it there? That could very well be Minmus. That's good. Maneuver node. Oh, we are not slowing down enough from that. How much do we need to slow down by? Okay, that's captured. $30 kilometers. We'll get a quick save. We're going to go aggressive this time, but that might be a mistake. So I've quick saved. I have quick saved. We're going to do it again. Quick saving. Went out in big space. Looking back, it's always Kerbin and Minmus, you see. Yeah, pretty much. No, it was the moon. Minmus was indeed over on the left-hand side. Okay, alright, here we go. One, go. Oh, I didn't throttle up hard enough. I mean, that's pretty good for me. I do want them to kind of meet because I'd rather not be hitting the atmosphere too heavy. That looks pretty heavy to me, actually, if you don't mind me saying so. I'll take a double pass. Do you reckon a double pass would be good? Another quick save. I shouldn't have quick saved it there. That was funny. Hey, you're back after 10 years. Welcome back after 10 years. I'll be happy if they just fix the camera issues, free mode. Yeah, there are a bunch of camera issues that I've got with Kerbal 2. Mostly the lack of chase camera and stuff like that, and the free cam is, as you say, pretty rubbish. I guess we're just going to try and burn all this fuel as we hit the top of the atmosphere. I've got a feeling we're going to explode the tank before that becomes super helpful. Let's warp there. So are we falling? There we go. We're falling. I mean, we are falling. It is true. I love that. Okay. All right. Good stuff. I want to point up here. Do you reckon that's good? Do you reckon we can keep our periapsis steady? Okay, maybe not. Well, that's too high. About here. A little more down. There we go. I have no idea what's going to count as too much at this point. We could just kind of keep this somewhere reasonable. Have I actually already captured? Okay, I have literally just used my engines to capture. Wait, are we just gonna slow down and stop where we want? Do we just get to pick? If I now do this. Okay, I'm gonna go through the atmosphere at this speed. I am going to try and get close to the Kerbal Space Center. Well, that's Jebediah. No one cares about Jebediah. There's the KSC. Okay, let's watch this happen. We got a quick save, so we're about to burn through. Pretty hot. Let's do this. Let's do this. It's gonna get warm. It's gonna get toasty. We're gonna have a Kerbal wishing they brought some marshmallows with them. Maybe we'll check out the IVA mode as we go through. We're currently just about to hit the top of the atmosphere. I'm slowing down right now. Okay, great. In fact, let's IVA in the view. Here we go. Hello, how's it going? I can unbuckle and get out and walk around. By the way, this is something a mod that I've got installed. Put that back in though because there's no reason for that right now. It's kind of unfortunate that this is the only window here. We can like spin ourselves around and go like, ooh, big blue. But let's wait. Can we just tick it round here? Okay, that's what we want. Make sure I'm still pointing retrograde. I feel like I'm looking the right. Yeah, no, that is right. That's the back of the vessel behind me. So we are traveling in the quote unquote correct direction. It's C. Okay, there we go. Things are getting warm. Things are getting warm. We're giving our Kerbals the look here. Actually, I kind of like being able to watch my Kerbal in there. Looking good. Looking fine. Coming back incredibly well, actually. The cruise control is real. Checking my map here. There's no predicted landing zone at the moment. I suppose that's because here's my 2 different paths past. I don't know. I literally do not know how long it's going to take us to go round again. 4 hours. That's a very long time. Like a very long time. Can I pull this down? We want. It's a 6-hour day, and I want to get here. I guess we want to try and have it less than an hour. If we have periapsis in the next hour, that should be like this sort of distance, right? I'd like to think so. An hour 40, an hour 30. I never really got the intuitive sense for how fast Kerbin spins round underneath my spacecraft. Maybe that is something we should try and get a handle on at some point. So there's an hour. We'll see what happens when we come around to the other side. We're now just kind of floating, We're still inside the atmosphere, but it's so high up now that it's barely affecting us at all. Man, this craft surprisingly capable. Came all the way back from Eve/Gilly. Let's get out of physics warp and back into regular time warp. We got literally forever to wait. Let's turn that one off. I mean, I think literally forever might be a bit of a strong statement there. I definitely heard a bit of science was able to be got, but we must have flipped over it pretty quick, whatever biome it was, or perhaps whatever altitude it was that allowed us to do that. Looking around to see how Kerbin's doing here. Is this going to be correct? I think this might be right. I think this might actually be right. Do we try and slow down from up on our apoapsis here? I think we might. If I... was that half the distance? I might end up pushing my orbit back up, but... Okay, not that one. We're going to go for the next orbit. Oh, it's close. Oh, it's so close. I mean, I'll take that. Whatever that actually ends up being, that's pretty good for me. I will take it all the way from Gilly. Ooh, what a shot. Wait, let's push that. Ooh, beautiful. Oh, that's really nice. I like that. We got a North Pole, we got some mountain ranges. I wonder how much of the planet we can actually see here, because we got snow up top, but we don't have it down below. But that's, of course, a matter of projection, right? So it must be like this, right? Well, in fact, on this side, we're up here. But of course, we're only seeing. I don't know. I'm gonna guess a third. It still looks like a ball, though, right? It looks like we've seen the whole thing, but you can't be because you're too close in your angle. Your cone of vision is a bit weird, right? Anyway, enough of that. Man, who wants to play a pretty game anyway? That's not what I'm here. We're here for, like, hard science. So the other way that they think Phobos was formed, just to get back to that, it's very similar to, like, the moon's formation. They reckon that maybe some really big asteroid, again, size of, like, Ceres or Vesta, slammed into the surface of Mars and launched up this great big chunk of the surface. Made a little ring formation, and it's that ring formation that they think gave the fine dust particles that you find over the surface of Phobos, and that's the one that kind of makes the most sense. It answers the most mysteries about Phobos. Deimos, I actually, looking through the evidence and reading the theories, I think Deimos might be a captured asteroid, and Phobos was smacked out the surface of Mars. That's my hot take. It's not backed up by much more evidence than I'm going. Yes, Wikipedia. But I could dig through papers if you want. Find corroborating evidence. Corroborating evidence. Okay, so we've done Ike, we've done Gilly. What's our next target? We're not going to the Mun, we're not going to Minmus. We're going outside of the system. Ideally, within range of my comms network, which is not actually great. We might need to fly another Duna mission. Maybe we could just do a Duna mission. Do we just want to go to Duna to land, fly around? Mars Duna, yeah, Duna's being said in chat, actually. That's good. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that, actually. I'm kind of feeling that. We'll drop some rovers. We'll have a little, like, Kerbal base. I don't know if we've got the parts to be able to do that, but surely this mission is bringing us back the parts that we want. Surely. Can I zoom in to make sure that we are indeed going where I think we're going? We're already in the atmosphere. That worries me a little bit. We are quite a distance away for how close we are. But look at the apoapsis number. It is bringing it down. I can't say apoapsis properly anymore. There we go. Apoapsis. I always seem to throw in this weird little lisp. Apoapsis. That's fine. Will we have tea on Duna? And who's in? I hope we have tea on Duna. I hope we find the spice. Oh, a bit of spiced tea, bit of chai. Oh, I could get down for a bit of chai. Big fan. Solar probe space debris. It looks like you should have been deorbited at some point. I bet all of these have got a small enough orbit. Maybe not that one, but this one looks like it should have had an orbit with a periapsis inside the atmosphere at some point. PG Tips is by far the best. It's superior of all teas to my very well indoctrinated taste buds. I think I've been drinking PG Tips since they had monkeys on the TV to advertise it. That's not really allowed to do that anymore. Though surely the chimps liked it. There was no way you'd get a bunch of chimps to sit down and do something that they didn't think was fun in some way. Like, those things are like they're tough. Should we just put like I wouldn't want to try and fight a chimp. You know what I'm saying? Do you know the piano is on your foot? You're humming. I'm playing. Put your hand up if you want to go to Duna for a school trip. Actually, you know, like, do you think we'll ever get to the point where we're taking kids to space for a school trip? I think a small orbital hop would actually be, you know, 100 years, 200 years in the future, a viable thing for a well-to-do school to put on. Yeah, I don't think that's unreasonable. I'm not expecting, I don't know, someone from Northumbria. I don't know, yeah, maybe. just try and throw out a region and insult them. Worked in Space Camp on the 80s. Pretty. Worked in Space Camp 80s film. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, going to Mars would be a bad idea. I mean, the problem with going to Mars, at least with our current technological level, is that we can't do it quickly. It takes a long time to do a home and transfer. That's a mountain I've never noticed before. That's the classic mountain range over there, but that is one I've never noticed before. We might have to try and go scale that at some point. I mean, this is one thing I'm really looking forward to when they finally nail Kerbal 2 multiplayer, if they finally nail Kerbal 2 multiplayer, because I would look there it is over there. I know it sounds a bit weird, but like exploring the planets together, you know, building little rovers or aircraft or anything like that. There's a radar. I could imagine that's the radar dish over there. Actually, there's also another one at Brown Rock over that way, right? Not quite gonna make it to where I wanted to. Whoa! Why are we flipping? What's this? Got the electric charge? Okay, right. Well, we need to like try and steer upwards. I've played this game before, and we're now a bullet. Okay. Go that way. That is like, hey, you got some science you can make. What is it? EVA report. I think we're alright for the EVA report. The capsule is the thing that needs to be saved. I'm very tempted to hit double stage at this point, but look how close we're getting. If I can make this work, we're going to be so close. I am, at some point, however, going to have to pull a parachute, and that is going to stop us in our tracks. Trying to pull up with every fiber of my being. I'm trying to pull up here. When we get down to 2 kilometers, I'm just going to slam, and we're going to bring this thing to a screeching halt. Okay, 2, 1. All right, slam. That was close. That was close. I think we can afford this. Am I going to do the EVA? I think I'm going to do the EVA report. I think that's fine at this point, right? EVA. What? 39 meters per second. Wait for that one to pop. The main parachute should bring us down to roughly 10 meters per second. I'm hoping. Yeah, good enough. Let's get out and hold on to that. Hello, how's it going? EVA report. Brilliant. That's some bonus science right there. Was not expecting that. The radiation, aka sun, oxy, almost nowhere. Lack of sun making solar useless. Oh, well, out to Mars. Yeah, it'd be pretty terrible. Would have to burrow under the regolith to be saved from the radiation, or surround yourself by your water and food supplies. You want hydrogen atoms because they're like a lot of protons, right? To be able to stop a lot of radiation, and food and water packed full of that. So that's one of the other things people have been I don't want to say experimenting with, but thinking about. Okay, coming in for possibly a bit of a heavy landing. 10 meters per second is kind of heavy. Let's see if we can't just bring this down a little bit. I fired up the engine and my speed increased. Wasn't quite what I wanted, but oops, soul one of a landing. We're rolling. They hate it. No. Can I? No, I was wondering whether I could roll onto the green over there, but that's a madman's dream. Let's recover this vessel and see what we've got. Surface sun. Oh, what a terrible time to look up and see that. All right, that was good. That was good. To be honest, we could just go for a flight around Kerbin at some point. We can do all that stuff. That's not a problem. Please don't crash on me, game. Please don't. It's been too long. Don't do it. Okay, we got the birds. That's fine. That's fine. Woo! Whoa! 3,034.6 science. Crew report from Gilly's Midlands. EVA's reports. Like, what are the big hitters? The EVA report from just above space. Material study while space high over Eve. Look at that. And high over Gilly. That's amazing. Material study whilst in space near Gilly. Man, how much would I have got for near Eve? Look at that surface sample. These are some big points. Some big points right here. Material study, definitely one of the winners. Okay, let's hit go. Woo-wee. Wowee. Wow-wowee. I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't think it was going to be that good. Oh, my God. All right, anyway, let's take a moment to read some of these Final Frontier mission summaries here. Hyas. First mission for Hyas. We literally hired them to go out on this one. The Research 10 ribbon, awarded for researching 2,000 or more science points. Yeah, you've earned that one. Landing on Kerbin ribbon. Yeah, okay, fair enough. The Mach 4 ribbon. We've got the first Sun EVA. That's nice. That's tasty. First Sun Orbit EVA. Wait, who's doing EVA around the Sun without it being an orbital EVA? Anyway, Endurance Ribbon, awarded for more than 500 Kerbin days spent in a single mission. That's cool. I like the badges. Low Gravity Landing, 1%. Okay, that's cool. First landing. These are all Gillies, right? These are all like... Okay, Dangerous EVA. Is that when we were falling down just a moment ago? First EVA around Eve? Okay, yeah, alright, that's good. First Sun Orbit ribbon, first Kerbin orbit. Oh no, just for doing a Kerbin orbit. Okay, that's fine. And 10% solid booster. I didn't even know that we had that much. Okay, cool. Oh my god, What are we even gonna buy here? Sorry, I just slammed my elbow down there. I believe that was one of the things we were aiming for, right? Are you doing a quote? Okay, yeah, cool. I think the lab is instantly gonna make it onto our roster here. Easy as. Like that's not even a thought, right? I'm now like, can I just make it straight to nukes? Do you reckon we could just make it straight to nukes? I think we could. Like we got a lot of points. Or should we go through and spend like the tier? What do you reckon? Do we buy the tier that we've got here, or do we just delve deep into the tech tree to get the technology that we want? Answers on a postcard. No, answers in the comments, because I'd really like to know what you guys think would be the best options. But we've bought the labs, and I think with that, I am going to say thank you very much for joining me for this amazing adventure. Better science equipment, yeah, we'll definitely be getting like some more. Like we'll get the rovers out, and we'll do all sorts. But I will see you guys next time, where we're bringing home from Duna. We're going to save some of this science so we can build some rovers, and then buy the things we want for the rovers. I think that's a good idea. And then we're going back to Duna, maybe for a landing and a small base. But I'll see you then when we're gonna do that. Bye.